Okay, hello. Yeah, this is the game room tour of 2024. The main reason why I'm doing this is so, like, I can look back on this in the future. I might, I'm probably gonna do this like every year, see any significant updates. But, I just can't, like, it would be fun to just look back on this in the future, So, let's just get started. Beginning. Probably the thing I use the most is my trusty dusty Switch. This is a 2017 model. I've been using these same Joy-Cons for at the very least 5 years. The Switch. This is my main TV Switch. That's what I play a lot of my games on that TV. And this one usually just stays in the dock, and I'll touch on why later. And this keyboard is plugged into the dock. It just makes typing and things on the Switch a lot easier than just using a controller, And then I'm over here, underneath the TV, there's my two Wiis. This is my childhood Wii. It has all my childhood save data and Wii's on it. It's a Wii Family Edition, so it has no GameCube ports. Then this Wii, I actually don't know where it came from. It just kind of materialized one day. But I mainly use this one because it was GameCube support, and I also modded it. This Wii I'm not going to modify, because I already modified this one. And this is the sensor bar. I just kind of swap them out between these if I ever want to switch between them. And this Wii has an SD card. This is where I store everything on it. And then down on the shelf, there's some DS games, all complete with their original boxes. I just kind of keep them there, except Clubhouse games isn't in its box. I have some old 3DS games from my first ever 3DS, Mario Kart 7 and Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Case has seen some better days. And it's my Amiibo. I'm expecting a fourth one because I want a Dimitri giveaway for a Pickle Peach one, but these are my main three. Oh, Train and Smash. I like having them, I like fighting with them or fighting against them, although I cannot beat them for the life of me. Up here is just some DS lights, They both have R4 cards. Just when I want to play DS games on a DS. This one is in much better condition. This one is, it's alright. That's some dead pixels in there, but it's kind of finicky. And then behind it, there's a DSi that doesn't work. And then there's this is my GameCube controller. My brother Leo painted it a few years ago, and it's kind of starting to fade away, like on the C stick. On the C stick and on the X button right there. But yeah, I kind of want to get that like professionally painted. That is definitely not in my budget right now. That's definitely a future thing. And this is kind of like my secondary Switch Pro controller. This is like Player 2's controller. Just leave it plugged into the dock at all times, and so it's always charged when it's needed. And behind it is just the Joy-Con grip, because apart from my Pro controllers, Joy-Con is the only other controller I have. And over here is my Wii games. I have 5. I have Paper Mario, Mario Galaxy, New Super, Mario Kart, and Donkey Kong. All of these games I also had in childhood, except Mario Kart and New Super are new copies, because those ones went missing, the original ones went missing years ago. And then over here is Automatones. This one was the one I used in all the Automatone covers on the Epic Mario Bros. 2 again. Except I don't use it anymore because it has battery corrosion and doesn't work anymore. So my brother didn't really use his, so he just let me have his, and I believe this one still has power. Yep. So yeah. Over here are Wii remotes. There's this one. Just one I mostly use. It has rechargeable batteries in it. The nunchuck is attached to it. And this one is the third-party one. I do have more official remotes, but they're at my dad's. Well, there's nothing in there, but here's some DVDs. 2 of them are homemade DVDs, and 2 of them are these. I have all the content from the Mario Bros. 2 again and Super Mario Hayden, because I didn't burn the discs yet because my disc burner broke. And then I also have the Internet and You, which I also didn't burn yet because it broke while burning this one. And then other than that, it's just like Cars and Ratatouille. Those ones are less interesting because they're just store-bought. And this is my original 2DS right here. Doesn't work. The screen is broken. The circle pad didn't actually break, but it did on a different 3DS, so I just swapped it out. So this one circle pad was still in perfect condition. This is still like this screen is the only thing that's broken, apart from the circle pad. And yeah, I might get this one fixed in the future because it's still in really good condition, you know. Then down here I have a Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advanced. They both work, but I don't believe they have any batteries right now. Yeah, so that's really it for this shelf. And then continuing on, this doesn't really have much gaming things over here, but there is something I do want to show off. This right here. This is the original laptop that I started the original Epic Mario Bros. And the Epic Mario Bros. 2 again on. This doesn't work anymore. I came back one day and the top screen was just mangled, and it worked for like 3 months after that, but it doesn't work anymore. This thing breaking is what led to the great Epic Mario Bros. Drought of 2022 and 3. And this thing right here, if you remember, it's like a profile picture I had for a while. This is it. It's not in good condition anymore. I keep this as a keepsake. You know. And this is a Lego table. It's kind of in shambles right now. I haven't really reorganized it lately. You know, I have some things, like I built this Lego Pixel Art Mario, and then all of these are just Lego Mario sets. Then over here, on this chair I have, that's where my Switch cases are right now. This has my Switch Lite, which, funny story to why I have this. My original Switch over here went missing for like an entire year. I couldn't find it anywhere. So one day, with some Christmas money, I decided to get the Switch Lite. And then I found that under my bed. 2 weeks later, I've checked under my bed numerous times at that point, and it just kind of materialized under. Oh, I don't have it under the bed anymore though. Also, another funny story, these Joy-Cons used to have drift, but after I found it, they don't drift anymore, which is weird. And this Switch Lite never had drift issues, so this is what I mostly use for portable, because this is a much better portable system than the original Switch. It's all one beast, so it's not flimsy, and it also has a D-pad, which is always a plus. I got this silicone comfort grip for it, because it just made it much more comfortable. And then up here, this is where I have all my Switch games. And then this is a little cheat code manual I made for Sonic Origins and Sonic Mania, because I was tired of Googling them every time. And then this one doesn't have anything in it. I mostly use this one for transporting that one because I don't want to damage the joysticks. This is the couch I sit on. This was in, like, if you remember Cody, this was in his basement for years, and they were just going to throw it out. The only major issue with it is that it's kind of ripped from their dog. I decided to take it, although it had this little protruding piece that couldn't fit because it would cover the door. So that's in storage right now, so I kind of had to make a makeshift cushion for that part. Yeah, but the protruding piece is in storage. If I ever rearrange and the protruding piece can fit, I will use it again. But I can't really use it right now. Then over here we have my desk. It's kind of messy right now. This is my stomping grounds. This is what I do everything, filming stuff. Discord friends, I have 2 friend requests. Okay. Logan and you. I don't know you, and I guess you came crawling back. That was your own fault, buddy. Yeah, maybe I'll message him again. Maybe later. These are some little fake TVs. My sister had some Stranger Things TVs, and I thought they looked cool, so I printed out custom game screens for them. And this is a little Bowser figure I got. Not really much to it. He's cross-eyed. These are some phones. They don't work. They're kind of just, I kind of use them for props. This is a little Bowser Castle. These are some buttons that I used to have on my hoodie, but I don't use them anymore because they both suffered from water damage. That is like orange made out of pipe cleaners. I made in grade like 4. I don't know why I still have them. I'm surprised I still have them. He's cool, but I honestly would have expected him to get lost by now. This is the entirety of the Epic Mario Bros. On DVD. This is the only one that I was actually able to burn. I had to split it across 2 discs, and I tried to use some Mario 64 files, so that's theme for the menu, but this one I fell for a Silva Gunner one, so this one is the wrong music. And then this one, I fell for a different Silva Gunner one, so that's funny. Both of them have the wrong music, and they're both wrong in a different way. It's being propped up by this Kids Helpful thing I got at a school assembly once. Of course, there's LED lights, which go across the whole ceiling. Yeah, that's my sombrero. That's a broken copy of Mario Party 7. This is a Lego airship I made years ago, and this played such a major role in my childhood, and I'm surprised it's actually never been in a single video until now. I mean, it's not in perfect condition. It's missing like a propeller up here on the flag. Lego Mario sits on here, he's missing his hat. This is a Nintendo Switch arcade stand. Yeah, so what you do for this thing is that you take off the top, then you take your Switch, you take off the Joy-Cons, then you put your Switch in like that, and then you put the top back on. And then you take whichever Joy-Con you feel like. I prefer using this one because this one is more comfortable, and then you just slide it in. And then you can play little arcade games. I mean, most of the time we have to go into the menu and actually connect the Joy-Con to be registered as horizontal. Yeah, registered as horizontal. And then after that, you can just kind of play any game you want. Yeah, so you can just kind of play any game you feel like on a little arcade style stand, and it's kind of cool, especially if you have any arcade archives games or any arcade compilations. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I'm also using the little broken NES as a riser for it because it's more comfortable. This is my second 2DS, or my fourth 3DS. This one still works, although the Soup Switch is kind of broken. This one is modded. This is my main one for about 2 years, but then I upgraded to this one because I really wanted one with a better processor. I was playing Sonic 3 earlier. And yeah, I modded these because the eShop shut down, then the online shut down. And I didn't really want to buy a whole bunch of physical games. Speaking of physical games, there's something I forgot to show, but I'll get to that later. This is my main controller. This is the one I always use if I'm going to play a Switch game. It's the 8BitDo Ultimate Controller. Whenever I'm not using it, just leave it on its charging stand. This is a really good controller. Feels a lot closer to the DualShock 4 than like Switch Pro or Xbox One. I leave the 2.4 gigahertz dongle it came with on the dock. And then I connect it to my computer with Bluetooth if I want to do that. And then this is just a chest that has some things in it, like a button I got from school and the spare 2DS XL stylus. Nothing that interesting. Over there's also some ginger ale cans over there, just kind of for display. They're cleaned out, so you know they're for display. And then those are the leftover discs I have, which I can't burn because right here. This broke. It still reads, but it no longer writes, so that sucks. Yeah, this is just all like the spare junk drawers. I'm not gonna dig through all of these. Down here, this is Big Mario. I won't say his real name because that might get this video age restricted. Me and Gavin named him that years ago. Yeah, there's also this binder I got for school, but I haven't really needed it yet. And then plushies for Cody's channel. So you know the ones I have here are the ones I own. And then yeah, down here is the mess of wires. This outlet, and then there's an outlet back there. I don't know if it's visible. There it is. Those are the only 2 outlets in this room. So I have an extension cord running all along the bottom for the TV over there. See, that's pretty much all the highlights of the desk. You know, and then yeah, I forgot to show this earlier, but this is the case I have with all my 3DS and DS games in it. This is several years old. I made it with the Puyo Puyo Tetris case. I just need to put this down for a second. And you know, it's just all my physical games, except for Smash Bros. That one disappeared, and Mario 3D Land because that's in my 2DS. You know, a lot of, you know, I have all my original save data on here, like Bowser's Inside Story and Dream Team. Dream Team, very underrated. And this is just a ginger ale. And then last stop of the day is the wall. I have all my Switch game cases on it. And starting from here, they're all sorted in order of when I got them. You know? And I am missing a few cases because some of them went missing during moving, or I just never had the cases to begin with. But yeah, for the most part, every single physical game sorted in order of which I got them. This is my most recent. Oh, this is my most recent edition. And then beside it is cases for 3DS games that I got. Yeah, I'm getting out of breath. You know, 3D Land, this is my first actual 3DS game ever, because before, even on my older ones, I just had regular DS games. These are also sorted where we got them, and above it is a bunch of box. Oh, I need to show off those boxes. This is not the final stop. How long was it filming upside down now? I can fix that in the editing software. Over here is all a bunch of boxes, like Mario Cereal, Lego Mario and Luigi. This used to be hanging up there, but it fell down. I couldn't get it to stay again. And then Lego Luigi's Mansion. Cardboard sleeve for the Mario Galaxy Music CD. The CD isn't actually in here because I put it in the Mario Galaxy case. That one has 2 disc spindles. Orange is Epic Quest for Wii U. I made this for a school assignment, and we got a level 4 plus on it. It's just a little case with, you know, little references like the Nintendo Network because it's a Roblox game, so it needs Wi-Fi. In the back, this right here seamed off the back of the Mario Maker case, and inside there's a disc with nothing on it. This was going to contain like bonus stuff, like all the trailers I made for it, and like a walkthrough of me and a few people playing it. And this thing, which is inspired by the thing I got in the Sonic Origins thing, with the link to the game and quote-unquote instructions on how to get to it. So, yeah. And I'm also gonna make a manual. It'd be actually really cool if I release this as merch. I'd probably have to remove the Wii U branding, but that would still be really cool. Yeah, right behind it is a little Mario collector's coin. Cardboard sleeve for New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was my childhood copy. And inside of it is actually the disc that was burning for the internet and you before the disc burner broke in the middle of it. Literally the only thing that burned was the menus and the fake commercials. That was literally it. And it's just some pictures. And then the little case that Sonic Origins Plus came in. Still has an art book in it. Right there. That book was kind of underwhelming. Most of it was just stuff from the museum or just game box art. It was still kind of neat. And then the real last stop is this wall with all my console boxes. You know, Mario Kart Live, which is down there right now. You know, this was a fun game, although one of my tires is missing. And this is Mario Maker little ideas booklet. This was actually kind of fun to skim through. Then on my original, this is my Switch box for the original, like the one I have over there. This little cutout of Mario, and stacked on top of it is Switch Lite. And the box for my Switch Lite. Inside it is the box for the 2DS XL. Oh, it is a box for the DS Lites, and then the Player 2 and Player 1 controllers. Then these are the box for the Game & Watches. I don't actually have the Game & Watch anymore. It disappeared one day. I want to get the Mario one back, and also the Zelda one, and then just some cool things, cool Lego things. Right here is some boxes for like little things my mom got me at Walmart for Easter, and then there's just more boxes from miscellaneous things on top of it. And beside it is artwork I made, except for that came in the Bowser box. These were all for school assignments, like that I never finished, and then that was like Bill Cipher wheel, a name tag, Pew Pew for floppy pencil, and then I didn't make that, I was gifted that. And oh, I haven't talked for this long ever, consecutively. I'm out of breath right now. I guess the last thing we're showing off is hats, although the pins for most of them fell off. This is actually probably the oldest thing I still own. I got this on Once Upon a Child. Oh crap, oh no, this was literally the only ever interesting thing I've ever seen on Once Upon a Child. So I asked my mom for it and she said yes. And there's also a pilot hat. And that's pretty much everything. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I just want to kind of get back on this in the future, see where I began when I first decided that I wanted to keep Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And alright, so yeah, that was it. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video, and of course Game Room 2025.